Humidifiers add moisture to the air. They can help people with dry skin, allergies, and respiratory problems. They may also help in preventing influenza and reduce snoring. I bought this $2 USB mini humidifier DIY kit and created a cute little 3D container for it. In this tutorial, I will show you guys how I designed and assembled the humidifier circuit into the 3D model. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. PCBWay specializes in manufacturing of very high quality, low volume colored PCBs at a very budgetary price. In addition to standard PCBs, you can also order advanced PCBs, aluminum PCBs, rigid flex PCBs. They also provide PCB assembly and other related services which can meet your need to the greatest extent. While browsing the internet, I found this cute little candle holder created by Serve3D on curls3d.com. The design was very cute and I went ahead and upsized and customized the design to fit all my electronic bits into it. With the help of Microsoft 3D Builder, I modified the 3D model. The model has two compartments. The top compartment is completely hollow to hold water into it. I kept the top section open to fill water into it. All the electronic bits will go inside the second compartment. Those two screw holes are to hold the rechargeable 18650 battery holder. The pipe-like structure is for the wires to go from the top section to the bottom section. The top compartment is 9.5 cm by 4.5 cm. So if we calculate the volume of the cylinder, it comes out to be 604 cm cube. By dividing the volume by 1000, we get the volume of water that can be stored inside the compartment. So it comes out roughly around 0.6 liters. At the back of the model, I created a groove to fit in a block of plastic that will house the TP4056 18650 battery charging module and a SPDT switch. The charging module gets super hot while charging, so I have given enough space in the block to keep the module cool. The bottom lid will cover and hide all the electronic bits into it. The top lid has a hole in the middle to house the humidifier straw. That's it. As simple as that. Once the 3D model was sorted, it was time for me to fire up my 3D printing oven and start printing these 3D models. As we all know, 3D printing is the process that uses computer-aided design or CAD to create objects layer by layer. 3D printing is not a new technology. It has been there since 1980s when Charles W. Hull invented the process and created the first 3D printed part. Since then, the field of 3D printing has grown exponentially and holds countless possibilities. The 3D printing process fascinates me a lot, and I sometimes love to sit near my printer and watch this layer getting printed. 3D printing is highly addictive hobby. There are so many things you can do using a 3D printer. From designing 3D models to printing them using 3D printer has now become my new hobby. I have been a maker since I was 10 years old and have always constructed and made my own stuff. 3D printing for me is a blessing. I am totally lost in the 3D printing heaven. 3D printing has changed my electronic workshop life forever. Before, when I used to order parts, I always used to wonder if the part would fit in my project resource. But after I got my 3D printer, it doesn't matter at all, because if it doesn't fit, I could design and print it myself. The 3D printer was definitely the missing part from my electronic workshop. The entire printing process took roughly around 20 hours. After extracting all the 3D printed bits, I sanded them to give them a nice and smooth texture. This is the bottom cover. That's the top lid with the hole for the humidifier straw and a handle to open and close the lid. This block will hold the battery charger and the SPDT switch into it. The main body has the top compartment for holding water in it and the bottom compartment for housing all the electronic bits into it. The circuit is very simple. By connecting a USB Type-C charging cable to the TP4056 module, we charge the 18650 battery connected to the B plus and B minus terminal of the module. The humidifier module connects to the out plus and out minus terminal of the charging module via a SPDT switch. Using this switch, we can turn on or off the humidifier. So these are the components that were in the DIY kit: a circular atomizer, 2 plastic holders, a straw, and the main humidifier circuit board. I customized the board by adding a couple of male pin headers to power this unit using a battery, and dropped a blob of solder to bypass the push button switch. To assemble, insert the atomizer into the black plastic holders along with the humidifier straw. Then connect the atomizer to the humidifier circuit board. In my project, the circular atomizer will be way far from the circuit board, so I will replace the short red and black cable with a long ribbon cable. Let's start by soldering the battery holder to the B plus and B minus terminal of the charging module. Then let's solder the negative connector that will power the humidifier to the out minus terminal of the board. After that, let's solder a loose cable to the out plus terminal. Now let's slide in the humidifier's positive connector and the other end of the loose cable through the plastic block. Then let's solder these two cables to the SPDT switch and superglue it to the block. Then push the charging module into the groove of the plastic block. Once the block is all set, push it into the backside of the main unit. After that, using couple of screws, attach the battery holder to the bottom of the unit. I used hot glue to stick the humidifier circuit to the bottom of the unit. Once everything is in place, plug in the 18650 battery to the battery holder and push the black and white atomizer cable through the pipe-like structure. After that, connect the atomizer's power cord to the humidifier and seal the bottom lid. Be very careful while assembling the top. The atomizer has two sides. The one with the more exposed metal area touches the humidifier straw. I soldered the atomizer to the white and black cable after passing it through the top lid's hole. Then it was just a matter of putting the atomizer inside the two black holders along with the straw and then snap closing it and pushing the setup through the hole. That's it. All done. I wasn't very confident about PLA being waterproof and not absorbing water, leading to swelling and degrading of the biodegradable plastic. So I went ahead and painted the inner bit with bitumen waterproofing membrane. Then using acrylic colors, I painted the body of the 3D printed model. I gave the model a bit rustic look, but hey, it totally depends on you how you want your project to look like. Once fully charged, the unit can run seamlessly for roughly around 10 hours. To fill the container with water, you just need to lift the top lid and pour water into it. Humidifiers add moisture to the air. They can help people with dry skin, allergies, and respiratory problems. They may also help in preventing influenza and reduce snoring. I bought this $2 USB mini humidifier DIY kit and created a cute little 3D container for it. So this is how my final setup looks like. Do comment and let me know if there are any scopes of improvement. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope it helps you. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Thanks. See you again in my next video. Bye now.